And welcome to another edition of East LA Sports Scene as we bring the camera deep into our community, into the heart of East Los Angeles, right here at the home field of the Garfield Bulldogs as they get ready to take on one of the perennial powerhouses in the LA City section, coming from the other conference, the Coliseum Conference in South LA. It's the Dorsey Dons making their appearance here in East Los Angeles. It's going to be a great matchup. Dorsey coming in 1-0. They've only had one game thus far, and they were victorious last week in week number 1. Now, week number 2. Now we're in week number 3, and the Garfield Bulldogs now posting a record of 0-2, losing the opener to St. Bonaventures, and then last week to Edison in the South Bay. So the Bulldogs and Coach Lorenzo Hernandez have their work cut out for them as they get ready to take on the Dorsey Dons. It should be a good matchup. Last year, remember, it was a nail-biter, but the Bulldogs had a chance to win that, but there was a couple of things that just went wrong for them last season, and they ended up losing in a great game. You couldn't ask for a better game than last year's encounter between the Garfield Bulldogs and the Dorsey Dons at Jackie Robinson Field, the home field of the Dorsey Dons. This year, the tables are turned. We're getting ready to kick off here. It's a beautiful summer night here, and we'll call it September the 7th, 2012. Stand by. We are ready for kickoff here on East LA Sports Scene. Don't go away. We're coming right back. Okay, welcome aboard here to East LA Sports Scene coverage of the game of the week. This week we are here at Garfield High School under reconstruction, as you can see. You'll see that throughout the course of the game. But right there at midfield, captains from both teams tonight. Dorsey, the Dorsey Dons, very proud, representing South Los Angeles in the Crenshaw area, Baldwin Hills, Lamert Park, and many other beautiful surrounding communities there that make up the Dorsey community. The Metro Expo line goes right to Dorsey High School, so that's a very beautiful thing for our city. So green and white, the green helmets, green numbers, and white uniforms for the visiting Dorsey Dons, and then in the dark blue uniforms with the dark helmets and white numerals, the home team, the Garfield Bulldogs, 0-2, but as Coach Hernandez always does every year, he plays the tough ones right up front, right out of the gate. He will play those teams that are ranked in the city section and in the southern section. He does not really, it doesn't matter to him. It's a question of preparation on your non-conference schedule as you build up for, of course, your league schedule. So they're ready to come out now. We're going to set the lineups here, the special teams from offense and defense, and it looks like we will have the kickoff coming from, let's see, the Dorsey Dons. There you see the kicker. And let's get his number. He's going to kick off from the 40-yard line. Number 3 will be the kicker, David Williams. He's a safety and a wide receiver as well, but it's going to be up to him to gather his special teams on defense for the opening kickoff, and then back to receive, number 9 for Garfield. Is one. Okay, number 9. We're going to get the numbers here for Garfield. Coming to you from Max Preps. Okay, we're going to find them just in a moment. Okay. Number 9 set to receive Tylon Delancey, number 9 on the near sideline. And again, a beautiful summer evening here as we wind things up. The 100 days of summer coming to an end probably next week as we will head to autumn. But nonetheless, this is football season. It's an extended season by 1 to 2 games depending on the conference and the team. So Dorsey opens up week number 2 with their first game. This is their second game of the season as we are now in week number 3. East LA Sports Scene's mission to cover all the teams in the East Los Angeles area. We start with the Esteban Torres Toros, game number 1. They took on Morro Bay and were beaten there in the home opener at Torres High School. Then last week we visited the campus of Roosevelt High School, the Rough Riders, as they took on the Wilson Mighty Mules, and they came away with the victory there, 39-20. And now week number 3, here it is, right in front of our eyes, getting ready to take place with Dorsey, ready to kick off to the home team, the Garfield Bulldogs. Okay, referees now have decided that the waiting is over. Fans still coming into Bulldog Stadium here in East LA. This is East LA Sportsing production staff. Juan Rojas with the camera, Ricky Rosas with the production assistants, yours truly, Rico Cabrera, handling the play-by-play. Big game here for the Bulldogs. The third outstanding opponent in a row. Again, we mentioned at the top of our pregame, week number 1, they took on St. Bonaventure. And last week, they played Edison. And now here are the Dorsey Dons. Okay, it seemed to be a problem there with the scoreboard. 12 minutes are up, 4 quarters of 12 minutes in high school football. Here's the whistle. And here is our kicker. It's going to head towards the sideline. If it goes out of bounds, there's going to be a flag thrown immediately. Okay, the kickoff done there by David Williams, and let's see what Garfield's going to decide to do here. Let's set the offense for Garfield as soon as we can here. Okay, they come out to the line of scrimmage. And the penalty is assessed against the Dons on the opening kickoff for failing to keep the ball in play. And we're going to try and pick up all of the Garfield Bulldogs for you to set their lineups. Okay, it's the first snap. There's a pitch. Oh, look out. Number 20 is our ball carrier. Reyes. Hello. Met soundly right there. Beautiful tackle. Number 13 was our man there, Marquise Harris. And he introduced himself not too politely to Mr. Reyes, and he gets credit for the first unassisted tackle of the ball game. Let's see where they spot that. They're going to give him a credit of 1 yard gain. And we're going to set the offense here. Number 12 is at quarterback for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 9. Handoff, first man through is going to number 40, the ball carrier. And it was a fullback handling the ball.
First play, 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Give him credit of 4 on the gain. Number 40 was our rusher there. Number 12 is our quarterback. We're going to set the players here for you in just a moment here for Garfield. Third in the big play, 3rd and 5. Look out, dropping back in the flat. He's got his man open. Number 7 is good enough for the first down. Nice tackle there in the open field, brought down by number 2, Jamie Okuwane. Number 2, give him credit, but a first down there for the Bulldogs. Pass was completed there to number 7, Session. First and 10 from the Bulldogs, right around midfield. Screen pass goes to Session again. Slips a tackle, still on his feet. Oh, positive yardage there. Positive yardage for Garfield. First drive of the game. Setting the offense for you. Number 3 coming out here is a flanker, Gonzalez. And looks like there's a penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Added on to the end of that play there. Big pickup there for Garfield. Set the ball right at about, let's call it the 33-yard line First and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're on a drive. Starting way back at their own 40, let's call it the 40-yard line, 45-yard line of the drive. It's going to be a running play.
Hey, come on now! Come on now!
Looks like number 40 is our ball carrier there. We're going to get his name for you. Larry Ravello, yes. The big fullback. Had himself an outstanding classic last year. Larry Ravello. Screen pass again out there. Looks like it's complete. It's a pickup of about 4 yards. A replication of the last drive. Screen passes out into the flats. Positive yardage on the running plays. Although not in big chunks of yardage, they're still gaining positive on the positive side of the ledger. Oh, in high school, that's allowable. You saw the man in motion stopped and went back and planted again.
Mendoza, hands off.
And Mendoza, oh, look out. That play did not get that much yardage. He might have lost on the play. Nicky Peralta, number 6, the ball carrier. Oh, 4th and about a long 5 here for the Bulldogs. As the sun begins to set here on the east side of town, we've got ourselves a full-blown night game here. Garfield in dark blue, 4th and a big play here. Screen pass to the man in motion, number 22. He could be near a first down. Okay, we're going to try again, pick up the names of these players here. Number 22 for Garfield. Zambrano. That's his name. Zambrano. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. The Bulldogs on a drive. They're very persistent. Oh, look out. Dorsey met the runner there. Let's see who it comes off the stack. Off the bottom of that pile. Number 10. Mendoza at quarterback, number 12. 2nd and 9, gave him a credit for 1 yard on the play. Sessions out here flanked to the right. Oh, it's a pitch. Look out, it hits the ground. Oh, and Dorsey falls on it. Oh my goodness. Fumble for recovery for Dorsey. That comes at 8:18 in the first quarter. So Garfield, the air taken out of their sails there on that bad option play there. Mendoza on a pitch back to Zambrano. He couldn't handle it. Ball went on the ground. And then Session tried to cover it, and he lost his balance. And picking it up for the Dorsey Dons was the special. Looked like it could have been a cornerback that came up with that. Okay, let's give you some of the outstanding players here for Dorsey. Number 5, Billy Vaughn. He's a junior. Number 7, Hardaway. Number 4, Daquan Brown. Number 2, Jamie Okwami. Oh, snap not going to the quarterback. It looked like it, in fact, it went to the running back there. So that running back there, number 22, got himself some positive yardage. In a quarterback to start things is Reggie Bell. Man in motion, number 4. Bell dropping back, plants, puts his foot down, has a man open. Look out, number 7. And that's Hardaway, the wide receiver out there in the flat. He was all alone. And it's a completion for a first down. First down for the Dons. Coach Paul Knox has his troops looking good here on their first series of downs. Spread offense, as you see here. Reggie Bell at quarterback. Surveying the defense, takes it right there out of the shotgun. Again, same play. Oh, completed there in the flat. Then he's, It looks like a fumble at the end of that play. Garfield signaling they have recovered. Let's see what the referee in the white hat does. There's the unpile from that big stack there. Garfield says, we got it. Dorsey says, no, it's ours. Okay, looks like Dorsey maintains possession. So there's another positive play there. Let's pick up a 5 there. 2nd and 5 for the Dons. Here in the slot, you got Hardaway. Hardaway's getting Delvin Hardaway's first name, Delvin. Oh, his movement on the front line could be false start. Looks like on the right tackle for Dorsey. It's going to move them back 5 yards.
5 yards against the Dons. Take them back to the 1-yard line.
Okay, they're going to replay that. 2nd and let's call it a long 9 here for the Dons. Bell barking out an audible here. Looking left, looking right. The play clock winding down. Handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Oh, good belly series fakes. They're still on his feet. Is Bell. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dorsey. Oh, beautiful, beautiful fake there in the gut to the running back. And it looked like it was, the fake was the number 29. But Reggie Bell had other thoughts in mind. He said, I'm going to keep it. And he got into the linebacking zone and was not challenged. And went on and provided a, let's call it about a 40-yard run. And let's see what the point after is good. And that's going to put Dorsey up on top. 40-yard run to Reggie Bell. That's why he's an all-city performer at quarterback. And he's got a heavy-duty arsenal underneath him and running backs and with wide receivers. So Coach Paul Knox has the Dorsey Dons right where they should be, out in front here as they capitalize on a fumble. Okay, here's a kickoff. Williams sends it back again. Garfield has it at about their own 15-yard line. Runner is going to be knocked down flat. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Week number 3, we come into the city section with a big matchup here between the Garfield Bulldogs and the Dorsey Dons. Okay, here's the play now. Garfield, check that, Garfield on the ground. Good run there. And number 40, give him credit, Ravello.
Picks up 6 yards.
6-yard gain there for the big fullback, Larry Ravello. Mendoza Handoff. Oh, look out. Still going over the left end for a first down.
Nice hole created by two linemen.
Offensive line surging out, hitting their blocks, holding them long enough for the running back. Okay, we're going to try to set this offense for you. Zambrano, he's the mighty mite, number 22. Out here, flanked to the right is Session. Only receiver on the right side. Tight end, tackle, guard formation. Mendoza's got a man open. Look out, completed. Oh, nicely caught there. Number 20, Reyes. Beautiful, beautiful pattern there. He just ran it into the post. Right in the middle of the field. Down and in, if you call it any basic type of a play there from the quarterback to his receiver. And he found him for the completion. So Garfield now with the pass either on the flat or down the middle into the center of the field, exposing some of the defense there from Dorsey. Running play there to Ravello. Maybe picks up a yard on the carry. 4:50 left in the first quarter. In case you missed it, the Dorsey Dons score first after a turnover. They capitalize on a fumble by Garfield on their own 40-yard line. And just within 5 plays, he ripped off a 40-yard run. Beautifully done there by Dorsey. Okay, wide receiver and man in the slot. Okay, and this looks like a catch play here. Looks like it might be a trick play there because you saw the man in motion. Number 22. And then he stopped dead in his tracks, but the defense felt that that was an opportunity to move forward. And in reality, it was a penalty. 2nd and 3. So Zambrano gets credit for that, drawing the defense off sides. Pitch again to Zambrano. Oh, breaks one tackle. Oh, then finished off there. Number 24. That's a Branby James. Give him credit on the tackle. First and 10 here again for the Bulldogs, almost in the same exact position that on their first series of downs. You got to be careful here. They're moving the ball with positive yardage, but they got to look out for the momentum buster, the turnover man. Ravello. Oh no, Mendoza keeps it. Goes off tackle. He's going to get positive yardage there. Maybe a keeper for about 3 yards over the right tackle. No huddle offense. Here come the Bulldogs. Coach Hernandez showing a few different wrinkles this year into his offense. Okay, number 22. Keep your eye on him. It's Zambrano. Handoff. Zambrano. He's going to get stacked up. No gain. 2nd and a long 4. Let's call that. Go check it now. 3rd and a long 4. Clock is moving with just about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. East LA Sports Scene bringing you high school football game of the week. Week number 3. Mendoza again, fake to the fullback and then keeps it again on a quarterback option. Goes over right guard and right tackle. Just follows the blockers and he'll dive forward. For again, more yardage. 3rd and let's call it 1. 3rd and 1 here. Big play for the Bulldogs, trying to keep momentum on their side. They trailed by a touchdown and a point after. Clock stopped in the field with 2:39. Beautiful sunset there. Let's see if we can get that picture for you before the sun sets here on the east side of town in East Los Angeles. Wide receivers on both sides. Oh, Mendoza straight up. Look out. Oh, he got through there. Whoa, my goodness. Let's call it a 17-yard run for the quarterback. Mendoza in for the touchdown. He got touched there right at the line of scrimmage, but then after that, he got the high stepping and got in for the touchdown. Let's see what the point after will bring. Snap, placement, bad one, but he still got it up. A left foot kick. Let's see who that is. Number. Oh, we're going to get his name for you, but he made it good. Now we got ourselves a tie ball game. And we're still in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. East LA Sports Scene Game of the Week. Okay, here's the kickoff. It's going to be a floater, and it's going to be taken at about, let's call it the 33-yard line. And here comes the Dorsey Dons again. Okay, 1st and 10 for Dorsey. Reggie Bell, he's dangerous in the open field as a quarterback and a runner. Out of the shotgun, and it's a spread formation. There's a snap, looking to pass. Has the receiver right there in the flat. And complete there to number 4. Dequan Brown. Let's try to set the offensive line there for you. Also, number 57. Keep your eye on Maurice Harrison, number 57. Number 7, Delvin Hardaway, flanked out here. Bell audibilizing again, looking left and looking right, making sure everyone has the snap count. Screen out here to number 4, Dequan Brown again. He's going to pick up positive yardage for a first down. Brought down by number 19 for Garfield. Isaac Diaz. Spotting for us tonight up here in our press booth, Ricky Rosas. You'll be giving us some of the names and numbers of the players. 1st and 10 though for Dorsey. From their own, let's call it 48-yard line. Bell in total control of the offense here for Dorsey. Taking very long on his snap count. There's a handoff. Look out, number 4. Broke a tackle, still on his feet. Dequan Brown. Look out, he's a very, very shifty and explosive runner. Looks like when you have him from the ankle tackle, he just keeps the legs moving and breaks it, and then gets more extra yardage at the end of the play. We have a tie ball game here with just 1:25 left in the first quarter. Dorsey in white with green, green helmet, green numbers. Head coach Paul Knox at the controls here for this very, very powerful Dorsey High School football team. Reggie Bell barking out the signals. Keeps it again, look out. Posing a very deep, dangerous threat there, but he's going to get stopped after a couple of yards on that possession. He's going to be close to a first down, or is it the first down? Let's see where the yard marker is going to be placed. Okay, it is a first down. Credit Reggie Bell with a 4-yard pickup there. Try to set some of the Dorsey Dons for you. Reggie Bell, of course, number 10. Dequan Brown, number 4. Delvin Hardaway. Number 5, Billy Vaughn. Offers or being interest from Boise State, Oklahoma State, and Maryland. Division I schools, of course, all well-known college football programs. They're looking at Billy Vaughn, number 5. Oh, look out, a bad snap. Bell back at the 40. Fighting for his life here, picks up a block. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he's going to bring it nearly back to the line of scrimmage. Dodging the bullet there, Dorsey on a bad snap. Well over the head of the quarterback, Reggie Bell. But he was nimble enough to pick it up and then look upfield, picked up a couple of great blocks, and got positive yardage. He's back to the line of scrimmage. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score on the field. It's Dorsey 7, Garfield 7. We'll be back. We said we're going to have a good game tonight, and I'm sure it will be. This is East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the high school game of the week. Here we go now, back to the action, starting the second quarter. 2nd and 11. Real good look here at the Dorsey Dons, a powerhouse in the city section, along with Crenshaw, Narbonne, San Pedro, all of those schools. Look out of the pocket. Oh, man open. Number 1. Wide open. That's Chaz Jackson. Reggie Bell, very elusive and out of the pocket. Reads the defense. He knows how to scramble. Stays on his feet. Had plenty of time there to find the secondary receiver. And he found his teammate there, Chaz Jackson, in the right flat, just 5-6 yards up the field. 1st and 10 on the play. You're looking at one of the next wave of college players here. Number 10, Reggie Bell. Take a good look at him. Very poised. Oh, look, another completion. Oh, my goodness. Dequan Brown at 11:29. Let's call it a 25-yard, unofficially a 25-yard touchdown pass. And now Dorsey goes up 13-7. And here they come now for the point after. Oh, bad snap, but short hop picked up by the holder. Got it straight up for the place kicker, and it's good. Number 33 for Dorsey. Looks like he's handling the place kicking chores. Let's try to give you credit for that player, number 33. Aubrey Love, okay? And here we go now. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. And here we go now for the kickoff. There's Williams. It's going deep. Fielded that right at about the 7-yard line. Garfield looking for a block. Oh, he's still on his feet. Oh, all the way up to the 43-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Garfield coming right back at Dorsey. There's no quit on the Garfield side here. They want to make this a very competitive game. Coach Hernandez trying to rally his troops for the first victory of the season. And with the last touchdown that we called for you, that happens to be the first touchdown of the season for the Bulldogs. So for 2 games being shut out by St. Bonaventure and then by Edison, Garfield now has scored against the Dorsey Dons. Handoff, first man through, the fullback fighting, still on his feet, brought down at about, let's call it the 45-yard line. They spot the ball at about, 45.5-yard line. No huddle offense here for Coach Hernandez. Okay, here's the play now. And there's a whistle stopping the play. It looks like Coach Hernandez will call a timeout. And with that timeout, we'll take a break here on East LA Sports Scene with 10:46 left in the half. Dorsey The Mighty Dons from Dorsey 14, the Bulldogs from East Los Angeles 7. We'll be right back with the high school game of the week. Okay, timeout is over. Here comes the Garfield Bulldogs. A running play straight up the middle is going to be positive yardage, up for about 5 yards on the carry. And it's Larry Ravello for the carry. Third and 2 for the Bulldogs. And straight dive plays up the middle. Grounding and pounding here for the Bulldogs. Okay, they signal a first down from the 47-yard line of Dorsey. Clock is moving with just about 10 minutes left in the half. Big matchup here tonight for the Garfield Bulldogs, looking to stay even, to hang tough with the city section opponent, the Dorsey Dons. Handoff, Mendoza. Oh, look out. And it's, oh my goodness, carrying tacklers left and right is the ball carrier, Nicky Peralta. Strong running back, lots of determination. And picks up 10 yards on that play for a first down. Garfield looking to answer back on Dorsey. Third consecutive home game for the Bulldogs, so they're very comfortable here at home. Handoff again, the belly series. Oh, off right tackle. He may pick up a yard. Coach Paul Knox and his defensive coordinators are certainly trying to shore that up there in the middle, but both teams are going after each other pretty good. It's a tribute to this level of play here at the high school level here for both teams. Garfield and Dorsey putting on a very good performance here in the city section under the Friday night lights here in East LA. Wide out here to the left, Mendoza got a full backfield there, man in motion. Mendoza dropping back, he's got a man open, deep. Oh no, intercepted. Oh, overthrown. Still on his feet. Oh my goodness. Oh, there he is, number 5, Billy Vaughn. He's only a junior, defensive back. Huge interception. Look out, Dorsey. Stopping that drive there by Garfield. And it's going to be a change of possession here. Billy Vaughn's only a junior. Reggie Bell, the quarterback. Handoff going to his running back, number 4. Oh, whoa. Dequan Brown is putting on a show tonight. Yes, he is, number 4. Very fast. You saw the acceleration there. Got around the cornerback, and had he not stepped out of bounds, that could have been 6. He steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line, electrifying the crowd here, and especially the Dorsey fans that have traveled out to support their team. Reggie Bell here, the mastermind of the offense. Spread formation. Wide receivers always at the ready. Drops it back in the fold. Tipped. Nicely tipped there. 43 for Garfield. Had a hand on that and broke it up. Alejandro Lupercio. Give him credit there from his defensive line position. Bats down a pass. It's incomplete. The clock stops. 8:18 left in the first half. 14-7. in favor of Dorsey, and Dorsey helping itself by capitalizing on turnovers. Dequan Brown intercepted it. We're going to call it right at the goal line and brought it out for about 40 yards, so that was a big, big turnover that stopped the big Garfield drive. Handoff, look out. Number 29 has it. Robert Jones. Robert Jones right there, number 29.
I'm not sure the number. Looks like it's number 60 though. Southern Section.
It's going to bring up third and about 8. Big play here for Dorsey. Let's see if the Garfield defense can stiffen up here. Look out for a blitz. Stunting backwards and forwards. Bell, look out. Airs it out here, intended for his receiver. Good play there. Just give me those numbers. And pass intended for number 26. And he was covered by 58 for Garfield. I'm trying to get you the identification of those players. Joshua Hill for Dorsey. That's going to bring up fourth down. Jonathan Ochoa, give him credit for the coverage. So the Bulldog defense holds the Dons here on downs, 3 and out. Beautiful night for football here in East Los Angeles. East LA Sports Scene coming to you with this game of the week. Oh, there's a punt. Oh, dropped, fielded, picked up, and he's tackled. It was Williams on a great check that Hardaway, Delvin Hardaway with the punting duties. And it's going to put Garfield back at about his 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Ball's inside the 10-yard line.
Garfield tonight with 2 huge turnovers. Mendoza at quarterback. Larry Ravello, number 40, is the fullback. Number 28 for Garfield is in there as a running back as well. Running play there. Ravello gets the call and maybe will pick up a 1-yard gain on the play. Second and 9 for the Bulldogs. Looks like it's an I formation this time for the Bulldogs. But there's a whistle that's going to stop play. There's going to be a penalty assessed on that. 6:54 left in the half. Dorsey 14, Garfield 7. Flanked out here to the left for Garfield, Jerry Guerra, number 14. I formation, man in motion. Handoff, goes to the right side. Misdirection play. Garfield trying to run that, faking left and then going right. No huddle offense. And that was enough for a first down. A great play there called by Coach Hernandez. That was out of the I formation. Now look, it's a stack backfield. Flare pass over here. Oh, look out, hard tackle. Whoa, my goodness. Number 9 was the receiver for Garfield. Tyjon DeLancey. And he was met by number 18 who said hello and brought him down with a very, very hard tackle. Larry Curry, give him credit on that tackle, number 18. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Motion. Mendoza drops it. Ball's on the floor again. Still moving around, squirting around Garfield, signaling that they've retained possession, but look out. It's a hot potato out there for the Bulldogs tonight. Having trouble holding on to the football at all times. Bulldogs escape disaster there. They could have fumbled in their own territory. It would have been a red zone play for Dorsey had they recovered. 3rd and 13 for the Bulldog. Huge play. Zambrano in as a runner. Mendoza dropping back. He's pressured. He's got Zambrano. Look out, broken tackle, still on his feet. Oh my goodness. A big game-saving tackle. Let's give credit to number 13, Marquise Harris. Whoa. Beautiful tackle there. You got to put that on the replay. Coaches will love that because it was an ankle tackle. And he knew exactly where to trip up the runner. But instead of a touchdown, they have a first down. Here comes Garfield now, gathering a little bit more momentum. Clock running with 4:33 left in the half. Oh, there's a whistle. It's going to be a penalty or a timeout. We don't see any flags yet. It's been a relatively clean or penalty-free game tonight, and that's the mark of good coaching all the time, because you minimize your penalties. You got to take the basic ones, but the major penalties we have not seen too many. So with that timeout, we'll be back on East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the Garfield Bulldogs High School Game of the Week. Send in the play. Here we go. Huge 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Momentum, Mr. Momentum wearing the dark blue jersey. Mendoza, broken play, off tackle, still on his feet. Into the secondary. He's at the 40, 35-30, 25-20. It's a foot race. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mendoza rolls it all the way down to the 10. Marquise Harris in on that tackle again, but it was a foot race to the end zone. We got to give him a credit for about a 45-yard run unofficially for the quarterback, Mendoza, number 12. He scored early in the game on the same type of a play, the quarterback option. And here we are now, Garfield in good position inside the red zone. Handoff to his running back. Oh, there's a whistle, but he kept churning and burning for yardage. Larry Ravello, the fullback. Second and 5. They can get a first down at the 1-yard line. Handoff, Ravello looks like he's going through again. And the big workhorse for Garfield, Larry Ravello, showing his worth. Showing his determination there as he's getting back-to-back calls there on carries. Garfield threatening to get within 1 point on a touchdown and hopefully to tie it for PAT. Coach Hernandez says, gentlemen, let's call a timeout. With 3:09 left, it's Dorsey 14, Garfield 7. And when we come back, Garfield inside the 5-yard line. We'll come back with that play in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Go, huge drive here for the Bulldogs. Joshua Mendoza. So check that. A new quarterback inserted by Coach Hernandez. It looks like he's signaling for a touchdown. Number 7, give him credit for the touchdown for Garfield. Cleo Session. Okay, looks like it might have been a wildcat play. Okay, stop short of the touchdown. First and goal now for the Bulldogs. Cleo Session stopped just short. Oh, Session, he got stopped up the middle, but he pivoted and went over the left tackle, and then he got in. 2:39 left. Cleo Session, touchdown, 1 yard out. And 14-13 now with 2:39 left.
14-13.
So let's see what the point after. Okay, and Isaac Diaz set for his second point after, a left-footed approach. Okay, penalty flag is going to be thrown here. Let's see what happened. Jonathan Cruz, we stand corrected. We called him John Isaac or Diaz, but he's Jonathan Cruz, looking for his second point after. Here it comes. Oh, movement off the defensive line. Point after is good though. No penalty flag thrown, so they let the play go through, and now we got a tie game here at 14-14. So Coach Hernandez inserting an option there with the Wildcat. Shows Cleo Sessions at quarterback, 2 attempts, and he got in the second and punched it in for a touchdown. Now we have the point after good and a tie score. As we mentioned at the top of the show, we felt this was going to be a very good game. We had no winner, no clear-cut winner. Obviously the favorite could have been Dorsey, but Garfield playing in their home field, that could be the marginalizer here that brings things up to even speed. Okay, set for the kickoff here. And is it number 18 again? Oh, it's a pooch kick. Here it comes. It's open. It's free. Garfield. Oh, look out. That could be an onside kick. Good for Garfield. Yes, it was. It was a pooch kick right in the middle of the field. Garfield jumped on that, as they should. Good defensive instincts there on that onside kick. And now they've got the ball back in great field position. Oh, my goodness.
10 yards. You recover. The other kicking team, it's your ball.
We can't tell you who the player was that did it, but he's going to certainly have some extra privileges this coming week in practice. Mendoza drop beam back, airs it out in the flat. He's got a receiver. Oh, my goodness. Number 14 stuck his nose right in that play. Abraham Conejo, number 14, in on that stop. Looks like the pass was intended for Zambrano. So Garfield now looking to maintain some time of possession here. Clock's running with just 2 minutes left and a half. We got ourselves a great ball game here. It's tied up 14-14. East LA Sports Team proud to bring you coverage of the East Los Angeles high schools with football programs. Torres, Roosevelt, and now Garfield. Mendoza dropping back. Look out, pressure. Oh, he has to eat that back at his own 45-yard line. Tremendous pressure. And let's give you some of the Dorsey Don's front four there.
Ball by Dorsey.
Okay, we're going to give you some numbers here. 51 and 62 for Dorsey. Look like the biggest players here on the D-line. 51, Daniel Gates. 62, is Christian Garcia. We'll be back after the timeout. This is East LA Sports Scene. All right, here we go now. Garfield, third and, let's call it 35 after that huge loss on a sack. Man in motion. Mendoza dropping back, has a man. Oh, hook and ladder. Oh, my goodness. Zambrano. Look out. Knocked out of bounds with a tremendous tackle. But it was a hook and ladder. Completed to number 85 first. He was just standing out in the flat. Juan Munoz. And then he handed it off, or pitched it back to number 22, Zambrano. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness.
Whatever happened, did it have a flag up?
Where was the flag thrown from? Who saw what? Oh, what a spectacular play there. Caught Dorsey napping on defense. Oh, that would have... It may nullify a 40 to 50-yard gain on that one play there. Mendoza to Munoz, and then coming around for the lateral was number 22, Zambrano. Give his first name. Marco Zambrano. Okay, they're going to march it back here to about... Okay, the referees, let's see what they're going to do here. The white hat, keep your eye on the white hat. Now here comes the yardage that's going to be assessed maybe at the end of that play. Let's find out what the referee is going to signal. It's a first down. The play was good. It was something that happened after possibly unsportsmanlike conduct. Personal foul. Okay, we'd have to check the film on that. But nonetheless, give Garfield credit for a huge play there. Coach Hernandez devising a play there, the hook and ladder, the catch and lateral, catch and go, and pitch it back to your running back. And it worked to perfection. Got Garfield out of a huge jam that they were in. So now they're going to set the down markers here. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming from the Dorsey 35-yard line. Rovello in at fullback. Joshua Mendoza having himself an outstanding game tonight. Zambrano in motion. Oh, look out. Runs out of the pocket again. Oh, and Mendoza. He's going to be near the first down. Number 14 in pursuit. Abraham Conejo. And it's enough for a first down. Clock is stopped with 1:09. So Mendoza showing some skills there, mixing and blending the run and the pass. So he's doing a very good job. Comes into Garfield from Alhambra High School. Nicky Peralta, who held the quarterback job last year, has been moved to tight end. Mendoza moving to his right, airs it out there. Zambrano. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord. Tremendous pursuit by Dorsey, punishing the runner. But again, Zambrano, he's doing it for the team. In on that stop, Daniel Gates, number 51. The clock is now running with 40 seconds left in the half.
Second down, 5.
Mendoza, pitch, Zambrano. No good. Nothing doing there. Number 13 in on the stop, Marquise Harris. It's a battle against the clock, 25 seconds left. Garfield may be out of timeouts. He needs to spike that. And he does. Mendoza stops the clock with 16.5 seconds left in the half. Wow, a lot of big plays here on both sides from both teams tonight. Putting on an outstanding exhibition, outstanding performance for the schools. Time of possession could be very critical here. Garfield seems to have the edge. I'd say out of the 24 minutes, Garfield may have at least 14 to 15 minutes in time of possession. I think they're going to be higher than Dorsey when you take a look at that particular statistic. Oh, field goal time. Okay. Jonathan Cruz. Munoz set to hold. Snap, placement, kick. Oh, it's got distance. And it's going to be wide left. No good. No good. 12 seconds left. So Dorsey will take over. In a moment. On the field. Okay, the offense back on the field after about, it looks like 8 to 10 minute wait. Oh, handoff. Bell to his running back. Still going. Look out. That should have run out the clock there. And there's a buzzer signaling the end of the first half with the score on the field. It's going to be Garfield 14 and Dorsey 14. We've got ourselves a very good contest tonight. Okay, we're going to come back after the timeout or the intermission here at halftime. Both coaches take their teams into the locker rooms, make their adjustments, and they'll come out here in about 15 minutes for the start of the second half and the third quarter. This is East LA Sports Scene's high school game of the week, September the 7th, 2012, Garfield versus Dorsey. Back from the intermission, here we go now. Start of the second half, the third quarter specifically, and it will be the Bulldogs kicking off to the visiting Dorsey Dons, and we start again from scratch. It's 0-0, or better yet, it's 14-14. There have been a ton of highlights in tonight's ball game. Okay, looks like it's going to be the special teams coming out with Jonathan Cruz. And another pooch kick. It's high end over end and fielded right there by number 4. And he's going to be driven out of bounds there. Number 4, one of our co-players of the game thus far, Dequan Brown for Dorsey. At the quarterback position, he's been the tower of power, Reggie Bell. Outstanding skills here for his high school quarterback. And we have number 5, Billy Vaughn Jr. Billy Vaughn Jr., outstanding efforts here. He's been approached or has been recruited by Boise State, Oklahoma State, Hawaii, and San Diego State, the Aztecs from down in Southern California. They're near, of course, San Diego, California, beautiful town. And also University of Maryland, the mighty Terrapins from the East Coast. So he's got his future looking very bright for Billy Vaughn Jr. Okay, and we are back just like that. Here we go. Tighten your seatbelts. This could be a very, very special half here of football. South Central versus East Los Angeles here. And Bell, look out. Okay, tripped up in there. Nice tackle. And we'll give credit to number 58 for the Garfield Bulldogs. First man in on the tackle. And Jonathan Ochoa. Also, Jonathan Ochoa, the man with the hands that recovered that onside kick just before the end of the first half. Jonathan Ochoa having himself an outstanding defensive night. Spread formation. Bell looks over to the left flat. He's got a man wide open. Oh, still on his feet. Look out. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. Can he be stopped? Oh, he's going to be brought down from behind. Oh, my goodness. That's got to be at least a 60-yard pass play. And there he was, Delvin Hardaway. Oh, my goodness, a 65, 70-yard play just unofficially brought down there. Finally, number 43 making the touchdown-saving tackle. Alejandro Lupercio. 1st and 10. Let's call it almost 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. He's a dangerous threat near Reggie Bell. Handoff. Number 29 in for the Dorsey Dons, Robert Jones. Short gain right up the middle there.
Second down and goal.
Lots of new players coming in for Dorsey. Number 2, Jamie Okuwani. Number 3 is David Williams. Out of the shotgun, check that, out of the T formation. First time we've seen Dorsey and Reggie Bell in this formation. Oh, fakes it to his running back. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Blown coverage there. Oh. And look out, number 3, give him credit there. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the show, hold the show. Looked like it was a completed pass. We couldn't see the end of the play, but he was so wide open, we gave him credit for the touchdown. Pass was intended for number 3, David Williams. And it is a touchdown. Yes, we were correct. Touchdown all the way. He couldn't have dropped that one. He laid it right in there. Dorsey now for the point after. And there he is, 33, in for the point after a touchdown. And that was Aubrey Love with the point after, number 33. Oh, no good. Oh, check that. A field goal.
No, it was a touchdown.
Yeah, no, it was a touchdown. It had to be. Okay. Okay, that was, he signaled a touchdown, and that, here comes the extra point. Now, look, the score has got to be wrong. Should be 21-14.
There it goes.
Okay, looks like they're making the correction now. Oh my goodness, Reggie Bell putting on a clinic tonight. And there was his receiver wide open, as he should have been. Confused the Garfield defenders there in the defensive formation. He took that snap out of the regular T-Pro set formation. And the man was open just on a down and out. Wide open, and Dorsey will definitely take that as a touchdown. Here we go now. Here comes the kickoff. Good end over end, sails down to about the 15-yard line. Oh, Zambrano. Oh, he put the knee on the floor. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. So unofficially, we have Reggie Bell with about, looked like it was an 8 or 9 yard touchdown pass to his flanker. It was out in the open, David Williams. And that puts Dorsey back up on top now by 7, 21-14. Mendoza keeping off the right tackle. It's been a big heavyweight match tonight, going back to the days of old. I want to bring up Larry Holmes and all the fighters that he fought against in his career. It was blow by blow. No one gave any ground. And we've got ourselves a very, very good ball game here. Garfield on the ground again. Nine minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Third and about 4. Mendoza in the flat here. Oh, look out, Zambrano slips a tackle. He's got a first down up to about the 40-yard line. Oh, check that. Munoz, 85. Juan Munoz on the reception here. Just a down and out flat pattern. Dorsey giving up the short yardage, but it was a missed tackle, and he turned it upfield, the run after catch. Give Munoz credit on that. And he dug himself out of a hole and into a first down. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 8:50 left in the third quarter, just underway here. Mendoza keeping over the tackle. And grounding and pounding again for short yardage, but it's positive yardage for the Bulldogs. We're going to try and bring you some of the players here numerically. 40 you see there is the fullback. That's okay. Larry Ravello. We just called out number 85. That's Juan Munoz. Okay, and this looked like the plague broke down there for Garfield. Pass was incomplete. Clock stops with 8:11 left. That was a 2nd and 6. We'll call it 7. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and let's call it 7 yards for the Bulldogs. There's a snap. Mendoza dropping back. Look out. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Oh. And there's going to be a loss of yardage on that play there, but Mendoza running for his life. Aired it out to his secondary receiver there in the flat. It was a running back. And again, no gain, a loss on that play. It's going to bring a 4th and let's call it a long 11. Punt formation. Nicky Peralta will be handling the punting chores for Garfield. Back in deep punt formation. Number 25. There's a snap. The punt. He gets it off. It's heading towards number 25. Oh, look out. No coverage yet, but now down by Garfield. Number 25 was Daniel Lawson. He did the right thing and let it play itself out on the ground there and didn't step up to handle that punt at all. So here comes 1st and 10 for Dorsey. Looking to add more points on Garfield. Probably Coach Paul Knox saying, hey, they're a little too close, guys. Let's put some distance between them and ourselves. Back to the spread formation. Here's Reggie Bell, number 10. 2 receivers, one in the flanking far right and then in the slot. Fakes right, goes left. Got a man open. Oh, still on his feet. Okay, let's give you, that was a double 4 combination. Number 4, Dequan Brown was a receiver and brought down by his opponent, number 4, Antonio Wessel. So 4 met 4 on that play. Here we go. Same formation for Dorsey. Brown flank way out in the slot on the left side. Audibilizing, a very, very significant trait for a quarterback to be able to do that. A lot of confidence by Coach Knox. Bell, throws a bullet. Received, nice. Good coverage there. Brown, the receiver. 58 in on the stop for Garfield. Jonathan Ochoa, the man in the middle there for Garfield. Near a first down. Let's see what they signal here. 3rd and inches, or 2nd and inches. Hardaway and Williams out here, flanked to the right. Bell looking over the middle. Oh, look out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Hardaway, Delvin Hardaway ends up with that pass. Look, just a screen pass right up the middle. Okay, and then they're going to tag on some penalty yardage at the end of that play for roughing the quarterback. Seems to be the preliminary signal here. Okay, roughing the quarterback is the call, and more real estate added on to that play there for Dorsey. Gladly accepting that penalty. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Dorsey Dons.
Making the penalty against the Bulldogs, 15 yards, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Reggie Bell back there with his lone slot back, number 25, Daniel Lawson. Spread offense you're looking at here from Dorsey. They've got it down to a science. And due to the uncertainty there on the audibilization, Coach Knox says, gentlemen, come to the sideline. We need to talk this over. We'll be back after the timeout. It's East LA Sports Team's coverage of the high school game of the week. Okay, Lawson, the only setback there to give Bell some protection. Here comes another flag. Another delay of game against Dorsey. That's back-to-back delay of games. That's 10 yards of the penalty that the Garfield Bulldogs will get back. So 5:49 left in the third quarter. Identify some of the Dorsey players. They're 50 over center, or center is DeMont Repulse. Number 52 is Lovell Fortson. This is the offensive line for Dorsey. And number 57, Maurice Harrison. Number 66, Chad Marshall. The interior line there for Dorsey. Refereeing by committee, we see it every week. And it seems like there's more explanations being given on each of these calls. Okay, here comes the whistle now. The referee in the white hat has decided it's time to resume play. There's a snap. Bell, almost went down. He's going to air it out. Overthrows the receiver. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line. Clock will stop with 5:29 left in the third quarter. Number 15 in for Dorsey. Cameron Spencer. Also in a receiver, number 26, Joshua Hill. Bell dropping back to pass. He's got a man over the middle. Look out, Dequan Brown. Oh, look out, following his blockers. Driving, knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So big pickup there. Line of scrimmage was the 40, and it's going to be down at the 15-yard line. An injured player at the end of that play for Garfield. But the Bell to Brown combo is working very, very significantly tonight for Dorsey. And Okay, now the medical staff will come over from Garfield to attend to the injured player. We can't get his number, but possibly cramping up. They're holding both of his legs up, and that seems to be a very common situation here in high school. A lot of the players, because they're playing both ways, offense and defense, they're going to cramp up. So while they attend to him, we're going to step aside and take a timeout here on East LA Sports Scene. The score on the field is Dorsey 21, Garfield 14. This is East LA Sports Scene. Back to the action now. They've taken care of the injured player, or we want to call it, he's not injured, but cramping up. That's our unofficial report from the press box here at Garfield Stadium, Bulldog Stadium. Okay, 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The Dons dangerous in this area. Bell out of the shotgun, spread formations, got it. Going left, coming back right. Oh, he's going to be ganged up there. Busted play there. Oh, nice stop there by number 4. Antonio Hueso, he's in on that particular play. It's going to be, they hold Bell for no gain on the play. Matter of fact, they'll drop him for a 2 to 3 yard loss.
Stay away, stay away. Stay away.
Okay, Bell has the play. There's a snap, inside handoff, look out, Dequan Brown. Blazing speed, look out, down to, oh my goodness, near this touch, near the goal line. And it's going to be a flag thrown at the end of that play. Injured player for Dorsey, number 57, Maurice Harrison. Let's hope he's going to be back. They're going to have to tend to him. But Dequan Brown, my goodness. And let's see if he's going to be stopped short of the goal line. It's going to be 1st and goal. And while they tend to Maurice Harrison, we're going to step aside here. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, here we go. Injured player Maurice Harrison. They're going to tend to him there. Looks like it's either his knee or his ankle. He had 2 of his players, his teammates, carry him off the field. So now we're set up now for the point after. Score now moves up to 27 to 14. And a timeout's going to be taken on the field. So we'll be back in a moment. East LA Sports Scene. Okay. Penalty was against Dorsey. They're going to put the ball in play for the point after. Bell goes right, goes left, heading for the sideline. Oh, and he's going to pay the price, getting hit. Taking a hit in the open field. Point after by run, no good. So it's 27-14. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. We're back on the air, ready to go with the kickoff here coming from Dorsey. Okay, as he approaches the ball, it's number 3. That's David Williams. Squibbers going to hit on the ground, picked up by, oh, look out, number 9 from Garfield. Okay, number 9, Tyjon Delancey. Ran it back for a few yards here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Garfield, coming from their own 21-yard line. Garfield trails by a couple of touchdowns. They got to get busy here in this 3rd quarter and avoid the turnovers. They got to keep Mr. Momentum in that blue uniform. 1st and 10. Mendoza all the way at quarterback. Hands it off. And the runner will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Could have been Mendoza. We couldn't tell for sure. Let's also signal out a couple of players here from Garfield that we'll be watching as the season goes on. Number 60, C.J. Quirola. He's on the offensive defensive line, and he's an alumnus from the Wolfpack out of Boyle Heights with Coach Neeson. Handoff again to the fullback. Number 40 on his jersey, that's Larry Ravello. He's a senior. Not much there. Good stop by the defensive line from Dorsey. Let's call it 2nd and 7. Maybe 3rd and 7. They changed the down marker now. 3rd and 7. Big play here for the Bulldogs. They don't want to go 3 and out if they don't have to, but they need a big first down. Dropping back, looking for the flare pass. Oh, number 20. Not fooled on that play. And let's give him credit for that tackle. Number 20, Al Bunkley from Dorsey put the stop on the ball carrier from Garfield. That was number 28, Andre Doughton. Fourth down. Here's Nicky Peralta in to punt for the Garfield Bulldogs. He has time. Oh, it's a short kick and squib off his foot. Look out. Takes the Dorsey bounce. It's going to be, wow, a net kick of about, or net punt of about 15 yards. Not good for Garfield. It's going to put Dorsey in attack mode again. Ball's going to be spotted at about, let's call it the 30, maybe the 29-yard line, 30-yard line of Garfield. 2:17 left in the third quarter. 27-14, and they could add more. Reggie Bell at quarterback for Dorsey. Spread formation. Here comes the man in motion, Dequan Brown. Oh, looks like the tight end was caught moving. Okay, the tackle, we'll call him the tackle. False start against Dorsey. Okay, back to the action. Here we go. Dorsey Downs with the spread formation. Brown in motion again. Bell looks right, goes left. Got his man open in the flat. Oh, slips a tackle. On his feet, still going. Number 26, give him credit for the reception. Okay, I'm going to try to find him for you. Number 26, nice completion there from Brown to his receiver. Okay, second, they'll call it about 4. Brown hands it off to number 29, his running back. His lone setback there for Dorsey, that was Robert Jones. Okay, now Joshua Hill, number 26. He was a receiver on the previous play. We'll give him credit. And now into the game, replacing Maurice Harrison, number 66, Chad Marshall at the left tackle. Bell audibleizing, fakes it to his running back, Oh, pass incomplete. Intended there for number 7. And that was Delvin Hardaway. Pass incomplete. Clock stops with 1:15 left in the third quarter. Dorsey has it on cruise control right now, just taking its time, working the clock. Coach Paul Knox has given the instructions here, sent the play in. Spread formation. All the receivers are very, very potent, very dangerous once they catch that ball. Here comes Bell. Oh, keeps it on the draw play. Reggie Bell. It was 2nd and 11. Is going to get credit for about 5 yards on that play. 1 minute left in the third quarter. No huddle offense here. Clock continues to move with 50 seconds left. There's a snap coming to Bell. Using lots of time off of the play clock. Oh, handoff to the inside man, coming through. Still on his feet. Okay, DeQuan Brown gets it down near the 5-yard line. Giving credit on the stop goes to Frankie Salcedo, number 5. See, they spot the ball right on the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Dorsey Dons. And they're going to let the clock run out here for the expiration of the third quarter. And they'll start fresh in the fourth quarter at the far end of the field. They'll switch sides. And that will do it for the third quarter. It's in the books. Dorsey 27, Garfield 14. We'll be back with the start of the fourth and final quarter in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Defensive front four asking, they're asking a lot. Nikki Peralta, number 6, is in there. Goal line defense here for the Bulldogs. Handoff, sweeping around left end is the running back. And he's asking for the touchdown. Lawson, the ball carrier, he's going to be a little short. It's going to be 2nd and goal here for Dorsey. Oh, check that. Robert Jones, the ball carrier. Robert Jones, number 29.
Why is that Robert Jones out?
.25 is the running back in there for Dorsey. Handoff. Oh, there it goes. Number 13 in for the score from the 1-yard line, Marquise Harris. And Dorsey has put up 6 more points here at the start of the fourth quarter. 11:23 left, and that's when the touchdown was scored. Score now moves to 33-14. Point after now, here comes Love, Aubrey Love. Low snap, the kick. No good, wide to the right. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. The score on the field, Dorsey 33, Garfield 14. The kickoff, special teams on up to perform here as they are called upon for the kickoffs. David Williams has been kicking off all night for Dorsey. And here he comes. He approaches the ball from the 25-yard line. There was a penalty after the play on the touchdown. Okay, number 9 on the return, Delancey, and he is met there and tackled by number 21 for Dorsey on the special team squad. Number 21, that was Treve Harris. Treve Harris in on the stop in special teams. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. So what happened on the point after was it failed on the kick, but there was a penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct on Dorsey after that play. Running play there by Garfield is going to get really no credit on yardage. Call a 2nd and 10. Stop right there at the line of scrimmage. Clock is moving with just 11 minutes left in the contest. Is to start putting some points up on the board here very, very quickly. Running play over the left side. And oh, there's going to be some altercations there after the running play. Larry Ravello, the ball carrier for Garfield. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Okay, it's going to be a penalty assessed against Dorsey's face mask. Major penalty. It's going to give Garfield a big, big chunk of yardage forward. Ball's going to be brought down to the 42-yard line of Dorsey. Here we go now. The clock will move. 1st and 10 for Garfield. Mendoza dropping back. Still on his feet. Oh, he's going to be dropped. Dropped for a loss there. Number 20 quickly in. Al Bunkley, the linebacker, read the play very good. Penetrated past the offensive lineman. Unprotected quarterback there, Josh Mendoza. He felt the wrath of Bunkley on that one. Let's call it 2nd and 20. A loss of 10 yards on that play. Mendoza is going to drop back. No blocking there. It broke down. Here comes another big loss on the play and then a flag. Could be unnecessary roughness. Let's see what the referee in the white hat's going to signal. Things are getting a little chippy out there, as they say on the field. Dorsey is dominating. Garfield looking for the respectability here in his home field. Another major penalty goes against Dorsey, unsportsmanlike conduct, personal foul. So Mendoza trying to get something going, but there's no blocking. The pocket is not protected. Or, better said, he's not protected in his own pocket. And that should bring up another 1st down. Let's see if they switch it back to a 1st down and 10. Yes. Automatically 1st down for the Bulldogs. Line of scrimmage is the 35-yard line. Big plays need to come here quickly for the Bulldogs. Joshua Mendoza hands it off to his running back. Positive yardage over the left side. And again, the big workhorse out of the backfield, number 40, Larry Ravello. Okay, Coach Hernandez has got to play into his quarterback, Mendoza. Mendoza out of a stacked backfield, trying to keep it on an option over the right side. He stopped in his tracks. It's going to bring up third, and let's call it a long 3. There's a player shaking up on the field for Garfield. That's the quarterback, Joshua Mendoza. So while they attend to him, we'll step aside here as we're in the fourth and final quarter with 8:34 left in the game. Dorsey 33, Garfield 14. Okay, and the injured player was Josh Mendoza. He'll be replaced by Nicky Peralta, number 6. Big play here, third and a long 3 for the Bulldogs. Oh, check that. Not Peralta, number 7. Cleo Sessions is the quarterback. Look out. When Coach Hernandez used this early in the first, or late in the first half, he scored a touchdown out of the quarterback formation, but he had taken Mendoza out explicitly to have Sessions in at quarterback, and he went for the quarterback sneak and got into the end zone. That gave Garfield its second touchdown of the night. Garfield held scoreless here in the second half, but 8 minutes left to try and put some more points up on the board. Pitch goes to Zambrano. Found a seam there in the defense and falls forward for a positive gain there. Marco Zambrano. Small but mighty. Carrying the ball there for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2. Good play call there by the offensive coordinator.
2nd and 2.
And Session keeps it on a quarterback option play. Session's only a sophomore. And his jersey number is 7. First and 10 for the Bulldogs, marching now due to a couple of unsportsmanlike personal foul penalties against Dorsey. So they've held the ball for about 4 minutes here in this drive. Session gives it to his fullback straight up, the first man through. And that was Larry Ravello. Oh, Ravello, Larry Ravello. Oh, Sessions again to Ravello. And it's going to be good for maybe a 6-yard run there by Ravello. Nice handoff, good quick hitting play there by the Bulldogs. And with 6:23 left in the game, the Bulldogs score here on a, we'll call it unofficially a 5-yard run. And let's see now the point after. And there's the placement, there's the kick. And it's good. Oh, look out. And after the play, one of the Garfield players is down. So the score on the board now is reflecting Dorsey 33, Garfield 21. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. Okay, we're set to kick off. There was a flag thrown at the end of that play, unsportsmanlike conduct, as Jonathan Cruz completed the point after. And here's another spooch kick by Garfield. Garfield kicking off from its 45, check that, the 45-yard line of Dorsey. Major penalty, and he tried an onside kick, and it's going to be unsuccessful this time around. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Dorsey with 6:23 left in the game. Dorsey travels up to Lancaster next week for a game against a private school, parochial school, Paraclete. I do believe they're a private school in the Lancaster area, and Garfield will travel over to the west side of town and they'll land in Venice, at Venice High School for their 4th game of the preseason. Okay, Bell has his set formation. He's going to keep it. Still on his feet. He's dangerous in the open field. Look out. Oh, my goodness. Brought down there with another ankle-saving tackle. Fabian Gonzalez, number 3 for Garfield. And it was a one-on-one match there with the quarterback, Reggie Bell. And Bell got the better of it for a first down and then some. Clock is moving with 6:14 left in the game. Dorsey comfortably ahead by 12 points. 2 scores needed by Garfield. Bell, he stepped out of the grasp of a tackler, somehow managed to slip out of it and then turned it upfield. My goodness, Reggie Bell showing all the qualities of an outstanding quarterback. It's going to bring up second and let's call it 9, second and 11, loss of 1. No, second and 9, gain of, no, second and 11. We stand corrected. Okay, loss of 1 on the play. Bell, audibilizing, looking to the right, checks off on the left, takes a snap, looking to his left, he's got a man open underneath at the 45. Providing coverage was Frankie Salcedo. The pass is low. Incomplete, clock stops with 4:55 left in the game. Okay, 3rd and 11. Garfield needs to stiffen up here, hold them down for 3 and out. But of course, Coach Knox has a trump card. He can take the option for the 4th down or he can punt it away. Bell, spread formation. The master of setting up his players in the right formation. Takes the snap, looking left, look out from the right side. He slips a tackle. He's on his feet in the open field. Oh, look out, number 60 in on the stop. And give credit to the former Wolfpack alumni, C.J. Girola, on the D-line there for Garfield. But, okay, it brings up the 4th down and short yardage. Coach Knox probably will go for it. He leaves Reggie Bell inside in the game. Bell says, Coach, I need another player out here. And it looks like now Dorsey will call a timeout here to set things up and get all the 11 players on the field. We'll be back in a moment with more of East LA's coverage of the high school game of the week. Okay, here we are now set for live action. Wow, look at this wishbone, 3-back formation, and number 29 gets the call. Will he have enough for the first down? It looks close. And it is a first down. Robert Jones on the carry. 1st and 10 for the Dons. They keep the chains moving, and of course the clock is on their side. 4 minutes and counting. 3:55, 3:53 left in the game. First down for Dorsey. Jones in as the running back there, offers to offer some blocking for Reggie Bell. He's been stellar all evening tonight. Reggie Bell. Hand off to Jones. Look out. In the middle of the field and is upended there. Tackle made by number 5 for Garfield. Frankie Salcedo in on that stop, but not before Robert Jones picks up another first down. Timeout taken by Garfield. We'll be back as we wind things down here from Bulldog Stadium in East Los Angeles. Garfield on the trailing end of a score, 33-21, as they play the Dorsey Dons. First and 10 again it is for the Dorsey Dons. Bell at quarterback. Reggie's his first name, takes a snap. Oh, Jones. Oh, fumble. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're mixing it up in there. C.J. Quirola put the stop on Robert Jones and caused the fumble. And as Garfield recovers. So a big play there on defense by the Garfield Bulldogs. Put the stop on that drive. That could have been a game-killing drive or game-ending drive by Dorsey. Joshua Mendoza recuperates and is back in at quarterback. Sessions, number 7, is out here in the slot. Dropping back is Mendoza. It's a screen pass. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Zambrano, Marcos Zambrano, number 22. Zambrano, he'll be back. No, check that, he's a senior. Marcos Zambrano, one of the smallest players in the field. Flanked out here to the right is Fabian Gonzalez. He's a wide receiver. Mendoza. Oh, fumble. Look out. Ball still floating around on the floor. And let's see who they give it to here. Oh, fumble recovery there by Dorsey. So Garfield coughs the ball up on a quarterback keeper by Mendoza. Oh, check that. They're going to reverse that. They're going to say Garfield is keeping the ball. No, it looks like Dorsey does have possession of the ball. Reggie Bell is in there, number 10. So the defense comes in for Garfield. There's a snap. Robert Jones. Oh, he's brought down. And Garfield says they've got the fumble, or they recovered a fumble. Coming out of the pack was Antonio Hueso, number 4. But the referee says no, he had already been stopped. Knee had hit the ground. No fumble. Dorsey, clock moving, 2:05 left in the game. Reggie Bell looks to the right, has a receiver. Oh, he's wide open, David Williams. No, I stand corrected, not number 3, it was number 7. Delvin Hardaway, the intended receiver. 2nd and 11 for Dorsey. Clock stops on the incompleted pass. Post pattern easily could have held that ball had he just focused a little longer on it. Bell has his receiver down to the 30-yard line. receiver on that play, number 26. That was Joshua Hill. 3rd and 1 for Dorsey. Back in a moment with East LA Sports Scene. Okay, here we come. Timeout is over. Dorsey, 4th and 1. Bell out of the T formation. And he keeps it on a quarterback keeper. And it looks like it's good enough for the first down. So they're going to move the markers. The chain gang moves another 10 yards up. Okay, both teams go to the sidelines and we'll step aside here. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, now into the 2-minute offense, a 2-minute drill here for Coach Paul Knox and the Dorsey Dons. They just want to finish it out here. Handoff, here comes number 29. RJ Robert Jones gets the carry. Or Robert Jones. Clock continues. He ran out of bounds, so 1:31 left in the game. And now clock continues to move with 1:30. And the countdown is on. Bell. Handoff. Oh, Jones is going to slip on the turf there and fall down. Inside of a minute now, so Dorsey can take his time here and get just a few more snaps in before the contest ends. Score reads 33-21, clock moving, 45 seconds left. Okay, the top ranked, number 3 ranked in the city section, Dorsey Dons. They're going to celebrate as clock winds down. There's just 10 seconds left. And now that will do it here as the clock winds down. 3, 2, 1. And there you see the end of the game here with the customary sportsmanship handshake at midfield at the 50-yard line. Players and coaches congratulate each other on a job well done, a game well played. We'll be back in just a moment with some post-game interviews here on East LA Sports Scene coverage of the high school game of the week. Final score, the Dorsey Dons 33, the Garfield Bulldogs 21. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, the post-game show, and with us here, kindly giving some of his time because he needs to get with the team and continue to coach, but Coach Lorenzo Hernandez, head coach of Garfield. A very, very competitive game, at least for first 3 quarters, and then the 4th quarter, things started to change a little bit. But let's talk about the Garfield Bulldogs, week number 3, the progression that you have up to this point.
You know, we've implemented a new offense that, you know, we're really, really getting familiar with. You know, we're really dedicating our heart and soul to this offense and banking that it's going to get us to places where we've never been. So little by little, we've been making drastic improvements. And tonight, putting up 21 points really showed, you know, our defense, you know, struggled at times, but little by little, they'll come together. And hopefully, by the time we get into league play, we'll be successful.
Coach, this has been your adopted philosophy, and it's all been for the very positive, bringing the team up against very, very stiff opponents. And we got to say stiff, but very good and rated opponents. It's really, after the games are over, there's a lot to talk about, but you learn quite a bit from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I tell my kids and the coaches, we want to coach against the best. We want to be able to sit and game plan and not be bored, against other coaches that are, I'm sorry to say subpar, but we like to compete against the best in California and the best in our city. So hopefully they keep it up, and we just keep playing these guys to get better.
St. Bonaventure, Edison, and Dorsey. I mean, wow, knockout schedules right off the bat, and then you keep going with Venice next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Another 5 or 6 seed in the playoffs for sure. In Venice, and they got a great program with Coach Casca, but we just got to continue to get better, and hopefully we have a better outcome than tonight.
Coach, a couple of new wrinkles, a couple of new seams in the offense. As you mentioned, you've kind of restructured and reorganized it. You can go with Josh Mendoza, but you also got Cleo Sessions that helped you out there. Almost like a reminder to me of a Wildcat, where he was a quarterback. You put him in on that quarterback draw to score that second touchdown, but again, different looks.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, this is something new to us, and little by little, both these kids, Josh and Cleo, are starting to come together and understand the philosophy behind the offense.
And the big workhorse, number 40, Larry Ravello, always doing what's asked of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Lance is down. Obviously, he's done for the year, but little by little, he's bringing the team together, and he is a workhorse, and he never wants to get off the field.
Talk about the D-line and your linebacking core, your cornerbacks and safety situations. Are they adapting to the competition week by week?
It's hard. It's a lot. I think those guys have the most burn on anyone. I would hate to be them. They're playing phenomenal athletes, more than likely at least a D1 or 2 guy every single week. So hopefully they're getting better. So when we get into league, it might slow down for them a little bit.
And that's a good philosophy to have early in the season, Coach. You're getting better because once the preseason's over, as they say, everything is on.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully we keep getting better as a team, and that's all I can ask of these kids, to just get better, and the staff continue to work hard, and we'll be fine.
Okay. Coach Lorenzo Hernandez always giving his time to us. We're going to ask for a couple of players, Coach. We'd like to speak to Josh and to, I think, our Larry Ravello.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. We'll be back in a moment here. This is the post-game session here with Coach Hernandez. We're going to talk to Josh Mendoza and Larry Ravello as well. So don't go away. We've got the players coming to you up close and personal. And here we are now with the quarterback, number 12, Josh Mendoza. Had himself an outstanding game. I know he'd like to have a couple of plays back, put him back in his hip pocket, or talk to Coach Hernandez about restructuring that call, but nonetheless, outstanding on the ground and in the air. Josh, welcome to Garfield High School and Bulldog football. Your thoughts on being in the program now?
Well, it's a great feeling just to be welcome in and be able to just play on Friday nights again, with a good crowd and a good coaching staff right behind me.
Let's talk about the formation, the sets, the reads. They were tough. Dorsey, again, no slot. None of these teams that you played in the first 3 weeks of the season are nothing but superb, outstanding programs. Your thoughts as you reflect now on Game 3 of the week number 3.
Well, Dorsey overall, they're just a great team. They have good skill. I've never seen a defense, played against a defense that fast besides St. Bonaventure, and it's just a whole different game speed I got to get used to. And then our offense is coming along well, and looking forward to the league and so on.
Coming into the Garfield, transferring in from Alhambra High School, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about your past, Josh. Your skills, your love, and compassion for the game. Where'd you pick that up at?
Well, I was actually more of a baseball kid, but then I finally just joined Pop Warner football, and I fell in love with it. And ever since then, I just carried on. The skills just started coming along, got good coaching, and then now I'm here.
Would that have been in the Montebello program or possibly the East LA Bobcats program?
I was at East LA Bobcats.
Okay, all right. Outstanding players from
Yes,
the Pop Warner stages in life and now on to high school. But let's talk about some of your teammates, some of the things that you're going to need, as I say, to tweak, to reconfigure, and get ready for the final games in the preseason and then ready for the Eastern Conference.
Yes, sir. Well, we just got to get more timing down and stuff with the line, just getting the right blocks and right calls on me, and it's communication, little things like that. We got to tweak, and it'll be successful. I mean, we drove pretty well against Dorsey, and they're a well-off team.
Okay, and you put your first points of the season up on the board tonight.
Yes, sir. It felt good to be in the end zone.
Okay, Josh, a little bit of everyone holding their breath as you went down, I think, late in third quarter. Was it an ankle injury or just kind of shook up a little bit?
Oh, yes. It was just another ankle injury I had from last week and just tweaked it a little bit, but nothing much.
Okay. Now, course of studies that you are going to excel at?
Studies? Well, I love history.
Okay.
I love history.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And you're a junior, right?
No, I'm a senior,
Oh,
sir.
senior. Excuse me. You're a senior.
Yes,
So
sir.
You have your designs and thoughts on playing after and going to college after Garfield, of course.
Oh yes, this probably the junior college level. If not, maybe a little something to come on. But other than that, I'm just focusing on what we have right now.
Okay, Josh Mendoza, we're going to be seeing you again, son. And we're going here, rolling with the tape, and this is our opportunity to speak to the workhorse, the plow horse, the man who can put the team on his back when asked to do so, Larry Ravello. And Larry, a big game again, 3 powerhouses in a row, and the Bulldogs tonight put on at least the offensive uniform, their presence tonight for the fans, and put 21 points up on the board. It's got to be a big relief off of your back that you can score when you need to.
Yes, sir. The first 2 games were great, against great schools, as everybody knows, and we came out knowing that it's gonna be a big game for us. It's part of our section right here. Playoff predictions. We're gonna see them again. I know we're gonna see them again pretty soon. So, offense all day, practice all week. We knew we had to step up and put some points on that board.
Coach Hernandez, in our interview with him, said, hey, I am going to play the harder teams, the tougher opponents, because why? It's going to get my team better week by week, so by the time the conference rolls around, you guys will be in really top form.
Yes, sir. Just like he said, we want to be the best, we got to play the best. And as a team, we all believe that, so we're playing the best right now. So when it comes to league, when it comes to playoffs, when it comes to the city, we know what's going on. We know what to expect. We've seen it all. We've seen the speed. We've seen the size. We've seen the talent. So he's really preparing us to do bigger things. And
a lot of offensive pressure now is coming on to you due to the fact that your teammate Lance Hernandez, he will be out for the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. It was a big thing knowing when he went down. I knew how to step up as the next one in the line, but hopefully he recovers great, gets back quick, and he'll be on that field soon with me. And
there's a new chemistry. Coach Hernandez said that the offense is also learning around this new quarterback, Josh Mendoza, and that's a challenge, but it's take time.
Yeah, Josh Mendoza, he came in confident, not scared, willing to learn, willing to get to know the team better. He really took that stride to get there and make that bond with that team, make the bond with the O-line, with the receivers. He's one of those players that will come early, do the work, stay after late, do the work, and he'll work with anybody. So it really got us closer and built that chemistry way better than any other quarterback coming in. Okay,
at school is just underway. We always ask about the academics on our student athletes and how things going for you so far.
Oh, they're going great, sir. Keeping up a good GPA, getting ahead on my classes, getting ready for college.
And practicing out here every day because there's no rest for you. You cannot take a day off, not a practice off. Next week you got Venice and you're on the road.
Yes, sir. Just got to be out here, get ready for that next game, prepare harder than we did this week, and hopefully the outcome is a lot better than what happened today, sir.
Okay, we want to wish you lots of success, continued health and safety in the rest of the season, and yes, I'm sure we'll see you again before the Classic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
yes,
so good luck to you. Number 40, Larry Ravello. And with the post-game show here on East LA Sports Scene, it's our privilege and our duty to speak to Coach Paul Knox, the mastermind, the head coach, the mentor, all of the above, and continuing very strong in the Dorsey tradition. Coach, your thoughts on tonight's game and thus far 2 games into the season?
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, man, it was an honor to come out here and play out here at Garfield. Have a strong tradition here, and we really appreciate having Coach Hernandez having us out. And this is a hard-fought football game, and what we did see is that Garfield has, every week improved a little more, and I think they took a really big jump this week, improved a lot from week 2 to week 3. So they have some good things to be thinking about.
Coach, in addition to the preparation of teams, the X's, the O's, the film, the constant practices that need to go on, you, Coach, as community icon, take the time for the caring and sharing with your colleagues in the city section. You take your time to make sure you have a bond and a bridge to your colleagues here in East LA, because you've hosted Garfield and Roosevelt, at least in the recent years. Absolutely. And that is really good to see from our perspective.
Absolutely. We feel that the city coaches, I think, have a bond with them amongst themselves, and it's just a really great thing for our kids just to come across town and be able to come into a new environment and play and experience new things, and to see the passion that they have here at Garfield or in Roosevelt, and then they come to our place and see the fans plans that we have as well, and a lot of times we've played in the summer against each other in passing league, so you get to see each other again in pads, and that's a good thing. And you see kids you recognize and that you've talked to over the summer. So we just want to keep that up, and we think it's a good thing for our kids to get an experience and come out of sometimes in a shelter environment where they don't get to see very many things, to move and come over here and see something different, and be treated very well.
Coach, a couple of names real quick on your players. I'll give the name, and you please express your satisfaction and the skills that these players bring to your program. Start with number 10, Reggie Bell.
Well, Reggie Bell, he was our starter last year, and he did a really good job for us last year. But, he really worked hard in the spring. He ran track. He was the city hurdle champion. And, so we've just knew that we had to try to exploit that speed that he also has. So we began to design a little more things for him to run the ball as well. He's an excellent passer. But, I think he just makes himself a bigger threat being able to run the ball. And he did a great job tonight.
Dequan Brown.
Dequan Brown, is one of our big-time players. He's being recruited by many of the colleges. And, he got to play today on both sides of the ball, and he's a playmaker, and we got him the ball in some crucial situations, and he made big plays for us.
Devlon Hardaway.
Hardaway is another outstanding receiver, and you can tell he's a prototype type of guy, and he just gives us another weapon for Reggie to be to look for.
Okay, and the cast of the rest of the team, offense and defense, some hard hitting was going on out there.
Absolutely.
And it got a little chippy, but that's competition.
Yes, and we expect that. You're gonna come out here and two teams that have a lot of proud to tradition and are tough and physical. This is one of the reasons why we like having these games. It's gonna test our physicality, because we know, these guys are tough over here and they won't back down. And that's what we told our team all week. Hey, don't think you're just going to come here and if you hit them hard once that they're going to back down. They're going to hit you right back and take a step forward. So you got to be ready to be as physical as they are.
Coach, the Dorsey Don tradition, many players coming back. Keyshawn Johnson, we've heard him on ESPN radio come back and give lots of time. And I'm going to say some donations as well, but there's other Dorsey Don alumni that are famous as well that are doing things. Can you name some of those that have injected a lot of fusion and positive vibrations into your program?
Well, we have a lot of players that are playing in the NFL right now. So, we have a Christopher Owens for the Atlanta Falcons, and he gave a camp over the summer for our kids. And came back and brought NFL players back with him. We have Niall Diggs, who just retired from, he played San Diego last year. We have a couple of young guys that are playing, Jeremiah Johnson, the Denver Broncos, and he's, like third or fourth generation Dorsey guy. So he's also an integral part, and Stephon Johnson, and we can name a lot of guys. But we have some great guys, and that's one of the things that we try to talk about into our program is that, it's your obligation that somebody helped you, and it's your obligation if you have an opportunity to give a hand and help a young kid try to achieve his dreams.
Coach, a lot of rebuilding, restructuring going on the campus. We can see it daily. It's being built. Can you give our viewers an idea of what the new Dorsey High School would look like?
Yeah, well, we're really fortunate. I think we're having a new ninth grade building built, and it'll be the first multi-story building on our campus. So, we're really happy to get that in. It's probably a year away from being finished. And we're also, for the first time, we have had the same gym since 1937. Yeah. It only holds 300 people, and it's a really tough place to play in. But our basketball facility was not adequate, and so we're having a brand new gym built, and we're going to keep the old gym because it is very useful to filmmakers use it all the time. So that'll be our small gym now, and we'll still film in there, and they're going to renovate the inside and put some new facilities, and football will probably move into the old gym and have some weight rooms and meeting rooms in there.
And that weight room, again, I recall a couple of years ago we were there for the Nike 5 days of Friday and did a special there on the program, and I think the weight room was a good focus of that.
Absolutely, and we've redone it again. We had some generous donations for us come through from people in our community who are following us, and we put new equipment in there, and so that gym is really looking really nice right now, and we're seeing. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep that part of our program as well.
Coach Paul Knox, thank you for your time. You're so generous. 2-0 early in the season, 2012. Next week you travel to Lancaster, play a private school, Paraclete. Is that a parochial school?
Yes, it is out there, and they're tough. They're in one of the lower divisions in the Southern Section CIF, but they're a perennial powerhouse down there. So it'll be a really good game for us, and get a chance for our kids to travel, go out there, be in the heat,
yes,
and play a good football team. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, we wish you all the best, and we thank you, and again, praise your program.
Thank you
for being very inclusive,
yes,
to our kids out here in East LA,
yes,
and beyond. Wherever you are the ambassador of good,
thank you,
of goodwill, we thank you, Coach Paul Knox.
I appreciate it.
East LA Sports Team, always with you. Okay, we know you got to get back to your team, Coach, and we'll see you very soon down the road. Good luck. Credit now to those individuals who made our coverage of tonight's game possible. Victor Carrillo, one of the members of the coaching staff here at Garfield, we thank him immensely for making this opportunity for us happen. We also want to thank Juan Rojas, our intern here, doing all of the camera work, Ricky Rosas, our production assistant, and yours truly, Rico Cabrera, bringing you the play-by-play and the interviews and the commentary. Thanks for watching this edition of East LA Sports Scene, and we will see you on our next production. It's coming your way very, very soon. Bye-bye.